The Lion King. Who's Responsible by Bill Scollon. Simba was far away from home when he met Timon and Pumbaa. "You okay, kid?" Timon asked. "I guess so," Simba said with a sigh. Timon and Pumbaa could tell that the lion cub was lost, tired, and very sad. They invited Simba to join them. Timon and Pumbaa lived an easy life. No problems, no responsibilities. In fact, that was their motto, and it also summed up their attitude. "Repeat after me," Timon said. "Hakuna Matata." "It means no worries," Pumbaa explained. When his new friends took him into their jungle home, Simba was amazed by its beauty. "You live here?" he asked, impressed. "We live wherever you want," Timon said. Simba liked his new friends and their carefree way of living. They didn't care where he came from or why he'd run away, and that was just fine with Simba. It didn't take Simba long to fall into Timon's Hakuna Matata lifestyle. He loved being free to run around and play all day. There was no one to tell him do this or don't do that, and life with Timon and Pumbaa was fun. Soon Simba and his new friends came across a big mucky mud puddle. Simba was the first to jump right in. "This is great," he shouted. He could get as muddy as he wanted and didn't need to take a bath. No worries. Pumbaa jumped in too, splattering everywhere. "Wow, nice one, Pumbaa," Timon said, laughing. After a fun day of playing in the mud and eating bugs and living like Timon and Pumbaa, it was time for bed. When Pumbaa slept, Simba and Timon stayed up telling jokes and funny stories. Then Timon stood up and yawned. "Well, that's it for me, kid," he said, climbing up into the hammock. "I'm beat. Good night." Within moments, he was fast asleep. Pumbaa and Timon snored so loudly. Simba had so much fun trying to catch fireflies that he didn't notice his friends falling asleep. Simba was too excited to go to sleep. The jungle looked and sounded completely different at night. It felt magical, and he wanted to be a part of it. Besides, he was sure that he'd have fun in the morning no matter how late he stayed awake. The sleepy lion chased the fireflies and watched the moon and the stars. He had fun meeting all the animals and who stayed awake at night and slept during the day. At last he stumbled home and fell asleep. The next morning, Timon and Pumbaa tapped Simba on the shoulder to wake him up. The young lion groaned. Timon and Pumbaa wanted to go to the watering hole, and Simba was grumpy. The watering hole was a great place to meet friends, but all the other animals kept their difference from Simba. "I hate to say this to the kid, but, kid, you need a bath," Timon blurted out. "What do you mean?" said Simba. "I know a lot about this," Pumbaa said, "and the fact is, Simba, you stink." "No way," Simba insisted. "I don't smell a thing." "But we do, kid. Take a look," Timon said, pointing to the other animals. "No one's standing downwind." Simba was very upset. Hakuna Matata was supposed to mean no worries and no responsibilities. It wasn't supposed to be all about taking a bath and going to bed and eating dinner. When they left the watering hole, Simba seemed very sad. "I feel like I don't fit in here," he said. "We understand not fitting in," said Pumbaa in a kind voice. "Sorry, kid," said Timon. "It's not like we wanted it to happen." "No, it's not," said Pumbaa. "But before you came here, everybody probably told you to do this and that all day, too. And now you gotta do that for yourself," Timon said. Suddenly, Pumbaa had an idea. "Hey, we can help you learn about a responsibility about being responsible for ourselves." And it sounded like a good idea to Simba. "Can we give it a try?" Simba asked, and Timon looked at his friends, and they agreed. Timon and Pumbaa took Simba to their favorite spot for a bath. Simba splashed a bit and washed off the grime. It does feel good to get the dirt off me, he admitted. You smell better, too, said Timon. Pumbaa's stomach growled. Taking a bath makes you hungry. Well, come on, said Timon. Let's eat. Excuse me. That's a lot. The friends went to the place where several trees had fallen, and Simba began trailing a big plump beetle. Simba, you know you're new at this, said Timon, but we need lots of bugs, not just one. I know, Simba replied. I'm just following a hunch. Pretty sure that's a beetle, said Timon. When the beetle scurried up underneath a rotten log, Simba and Pumbaa worked together to break it open. Look at that, said Timon. A big, beautiful buffet. After dinner, Timon made a bag out of a leaf and explained, I'm going to save some bugs so we have something to snack on later. Great idea, said Pumbaa. Working together, they made sure that they had enough food so that they wouldn't go hungry. Timon and Pumbaa and Simba found a nice place to lay down and go to sleep for the night. Timon was fidgety and couldn't get comfortable. I need some water, he said. Then after getting a drink, he leaned back. He said, I'm still thirsty. After a few more repeats, Pumbaa finally said, Timon, go to bed. Okay, but I'll never fall asleep if I'm still so thirsty. Moments later, he laid down and... However, Timon was sleeping and snoring. Simba smiled. If Timon can do it, so can I, he thought. Then he closed his eyes and drifted off to sleep. He dreamed of a fun day that he had with his friends and all the adventures that they had and all that they will have in the future. He slept well, knowing that he would be happy living with Timon and Pumbaa. Over the next few days, the friend realized something important. Working together and encouraging each other and setting up routines really did make their life better. Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa felt great. Their freed friends lived their wild-free way of life for a long time, and they had their motto, and they added a little twist. Problem-solving, free responsibility. Hakuna Matata. The end.